Okay, Soulja Boy tell him. Soulja Boy tell him. First rapper hit with a $4 million lawsuit. All right, let's unpack this here. Soulja Boy just lost. He just took a major L today. He just lost his trial civil suit for $4 million for sexual battery. The case is kind of weird because the lady that's accusing him of sexual battery was able to keep her identity anonymous during the trial, which I don't know how you can, that should be against the law. If you're going to accuse me of doing something, then show your face. Who is you? Why is you accusing me? You know what I'm saying? Like, you being accused of doing something from somebody that you don't even know who they are. They don't even have the courage to say who they are. I mean, I guess because you could get threatened or whatever during the trial, they feel like they feel threatened by the person that they're accusing. That's the reason why they're able to stay anonymous. That's an excuse. That's the excuse. But if you want to accuse somebody of doing something to you, you have to make yourself known. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy that you could go through a whole trial without even making yourself known. But anyway, this is what Soulja Boy has to say about the verdict.
I stand before you deeply disappointed in the verdict delivered in my case. I firmly believe that the decision made in court was not based on facts or substantial evidence, but rather on factors that were outside of my control. The truth was overshadowed by the involvement of individuals such as the jury who were not present during the events in question. And I feel that the system allowed external influences to shape the outcome. Furthermore, the use of Jane Doe as the identity of the accusers raises serious concerns about fairness. Keeping these individuals anonymous while I'm forced to face public scrutiny creates an unequal playing field. I believe this entire process has been tainted by a system that is not designed to protect the rights of the accused. I want to make it clear that I'm innocent. This case was never about justice. It was about money and personal gain, and I will not let that stand. I am committed to filing an appeal and fighting for the truth to be revealed. I will continue to stand by my decision and believe that I did not commit the crimes I'm accused of. Thank you to everyone who has supported me during this time. I promise that I will fight until the end to clear my name and expose the truth. Thank you.
Okay, man, I know sexual abuse and rape and everything, I'm so against it. You know what I'm saying? I'm so against it to the point that if somebody is 100% guilty of it, I believe that whatever happens to them just happens to them. They don't deserve to get out no more. You know what I'm saying? Like rape, molesting, especially with children, but even any form of rape or sexual abuse, I just feel real strongly against it. On the flip side of that coin is there's a lot of women out here that accuse men falsely of this. And I feel like something should be done about that as well. This case, I mean, my intuition is telling me that Soulja Boy probably wasn't the nice. This girl saying she was his assistant, that she was his assistant for 2 years, and during them 2 years that he sexually abused her, mentally abused her, and physically abused her. She only stayed around because she felt sorry for him, and she was afraid of him as well. He was beating her. He threatened to kill her family. He used to walk around the house with that Draco. She said she felt sorry for him because he was on drugs so bad and he was so malnourished, and I forget what you call that. It's some kind of syndrome when you feel some type of compassion for your abusers. You know what I'm saying? There's a word for that, but I just can't think of it right now. But anyway, I feel like Soulja Boy wasn't the nicest guy to this girl. Was he abusive verbally? Probably yes. Did he probably smack her or something? Probably yes. I don't know. I'm not going to say he even did that far, but it's a possibility. Do I think he raped this girl and sexually abused her? No, I don't think that. Soulja Boy that has not been his reputation. That has not been his MO. Soulja Boy is a famous rapper. Women time and time again bring men into court, famous rich men into court, and seeking money. So if you thought he raped you and he abused you, he did all these horrible things to you, why are you seeking money and not putting this man in jail? That's my thing. Why you want money, but you want to put the man in jail? You don't want to put the man in jail. You know what I'm saying? So if you can prove that he did all this to you to get the money, then you can prove he did all this to you to put him in jail, right? I'm just saying, y'all need to correct me if I'm wrong, because this is just the way I think about these things. Soulja Boy, you know what I'm saying? He's a rapper. He has millions of dollars. So he's a target for women to say, yeah, he did something to me so she can get the money. You know what I'm saying? Even a man, you know, if you making a video and somebody pushed it, if a celebrity pushed the phone away, you go, oh, he hit me, you know what I'm saying? Niggas, you know, they trying to sue on something like that. So the fact that the court went along with this just shows that they really don't like Soulja Boy, because he had a lawyer, and his lawyer either didn't do a good job, or they just said, fuck you and your lawyer. We're going to fuck you today, because pause. We don't like you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't see how it was basically her word against his. There's no witnesses but her. He's not even allowed to know who is accusing him to even dispute properly what was going on. How could you even dispute what somebody is saying against you if their identity is completely anonymous? That's just a setup. How could a lawyer even win a case like that? If y'all know anything or seen another case like this, then get down in the comments and let me know, because this sounds crazy to me that Soulja Boy taking an L like this. It's like basically they railroaded the guy, you know. I don't know. But I'm Robbie Maurice. This is Hood Topic TV. Y'all let me know down in the comments. Holla at your boy. Peace.